For more on the Pelosi antics, let's go to our correspondent in Washington, the recently resurrected Dr. Benjamin Franklin Pelosi. You said a couple of days ago that the insurance industry makes profits which are, quote, immoral. Now, under what perverse idea do you categorize an industry, one which clearly has not a large profit margin, to call it immoral? Call the profits immoral. Aren't you saying capitalism is therefore immoral?
No, doctor. What I am saying is that when people's lives are on the line, an industry that provides care which could save someone's life, if they withhold that care, then that is an immoral act. Care withheld in order to preserve profit margin kills people. That is immoral. Profit leads to murder.
With all due respect, Madam Speaker, you got your head in your arse. I think that if you are calling the profits immoral, you have got a big problem with capitalism itself. This is not a high-profit industry we're talking about. You're trying to make an argument that says you should take over this industry, ultimately kill it, because, and make no mistake, your public option is a Trojan horse. You want to kill it because, for the simple reason, is that it is a private enterprise, a competitive enterprise. It's something that you want to take control of, and it is the first step in you taking control of the entire healthcare industry, whether you would like to admit it or not.
I do not mind admitting it, doctor. I do want, ultimately, the government to take control of all of healthcare. It, again, is a matter of morality. If a doctor is trying to make money instead of treat people, he's inevitably going to make decisions which kill people when he could have saved them if he had not been thinking of money.
How, pray tell, do you think they're going to survive then?
Well, they will be paid a government-mandated wage, of course, a fair wage for their skill, a competitive wage for higher skills. Of course, we'll have it all planned out. All services and fees will be planned out.
Yes, central planning, of course. This kind of ambition has been tried before. Tyrants have used it, like Joseph Stalin. And he set up an economic advisory board, a 5-year planning board, and etc., etc. Believe me, I followed the history from my place in the heavens. And it's clearly a situation where it's a sham. It's a task, Herculean task, impossible to pull off, to do central planning. I know that is your ambition, because the power itself is your ambition. It's a disgusting power grab that has been seen over the centuries, and the very thing we tried to avoid in constituting the government of the United States. You're making a mockery of it, and you should be well out of it. You are an embarrassment to this country and the traditions that it set forth in 1787 and by the war fought for independence. You are a disgusting human being, and I was quite a horn dog in my day, but I wouldn't fuck you with Barney Frank's dick.
Well, we see where you're coming down. You're hostile to life. What we offer through the nationalization of healthcare is preservation of life for people who otherwise could not afford it because the prices and the costs are so high. And you would take that away and kill people through your precious competition. Well, I will tell you that I will not allow people to die under a competitive whip. A losing proposition. It's not a game. It's about life and death. Your sentimentality moves me. It moves my bowels. In fact, the stain on my knickers is evident that you have moved me. Clearly, you're a woman of high ambition and faux sentimentality, crocodile tears on a face that can't move through a botched plastic surgery. To tell you, I'm a licentious man. I like my pussy, I like my freedom, I like my drink. And I don't like you, because you would take all that freedom away. Freedom for people to succeed, to compete and succeed. You would take away competition. Why is it that you're so hostile to competition? What's the matter with you? What happened to you? I tell you, now that we're being honest, I don't like competition. And frankly, it angers me to see people compete and win and jump around when they win. This world would be so much better off if there wasn't competition. If people didn't gloat on their victories and cry on their losses, lose self-esteem just because they're not fast enough or not smart enough to figure out how to make a profit. It's a terrible, crass world. Dehumanized, mechanized. It angers me to see profits, to see competition. I know it brings wealth, but wealth at what price? We've lost our souls. Well, it's all out now, isn't it? Well, I tell you, lady, besides being an embarrassment, are a soul stealer. You don't understand that what drives a man or a woman, a healthy one, is the deep-seated need to create and to bring your creations to others, to show, to trade, and to fulfill your potential as a creator. I took many jobs when I was young. Jobs that I didn't want to necessarily keep. Dirty jobs, difficult jobs. But my ambition carried me to further and further areas of creation. The creativity in all of us is there. And if the opportunity to create things is not given, is not allowed by a tyranny such as you want to bring about, then the soul is truly cut out, as you saw with the citizens of the Soviet Union in Cuba and other places where competition has been banned. Yes, I admit, I have a deep sentimentality to create in the worlds of technology, art, politics, writing, many areas, and I explored them all. Why would you take away the opportunity for creative individuals to go out and succeed and build the collective wealth through trade and profit at the margins, so that all win and all profit and get the external benefit of the technologies invented and the arts created? I don't know why you'd want to take that away.
But I've had enough of you. Back to you, Joey.